Hello, Facebook friends in Pittsburgh and around the world. This is another week of Real Estate Unfiltered. And the whole reason we do this is because so many people have the same questions. And just, you're always welcome to ask me the questions too. But this way it's just out there and I can answer any questions for everyone all at once. So today's topic is about being a first-time investor. I bought my first house at 23 just south of South Street. I did not buy it as an investment property. I bought it to live in it, and I sold it a few years later. I did well, and I thought, okay, I saw what was going on in Philadelphia, and the beauty of Pittsburgh is that it's behind the times. Some people don't like that. Now we're catching up now with the internet. That's dating myself, but back in the day we were behind the times. We still are in many ways. Like, for example, we didn't have a Trader Joe's for a long time. When Trader Joe's came, it was like #1 in the country. So one thing that I've learned is if you look at trends from other big cities, like I was in Philadelphia and I saw what happened in Center City, or just south of South Street, I realized the same thing was going on in Lawrenceville. And that was about 2002. I saw some similarities. And, you know, people would say, oh, that was so smart. Although at the time, people didn't say I was so smart. Okay. So I just want to make that clear too, that sometimes you'll see trends. I want to say one of the things that I look for when I invest in properties is the price of a cup of coffee and a glass of beer. Now, the reason I said it is because if they have $5 coffee, and people are going to it, that's the key too, then, I found usually the neighborhoods appreciate, but you have to be patient because it can take a long time. And as I always say, I'm not going anywhere. And Gary Keller says, don't wait to buy real estate and wait. Okay. So let's go back to why Pittsburgh is a great place. It's so great in so many ways, but we have major universities, major hospitals, and you could still get a house under 100,000. That being said, our taxes are a little bit higher and cost of maintenance. Okay. I used to run an investor call, and it was with people all over the country. And ultimately, sometimes you're just better off buying the $400,000 place in Houston because it's, as they call it, Foursquare, and it's just easier. I think Foursquare, but anyway, it's just an easier investment. Okay. So it's really, at the end of the day, what are you looking to accomplish? Of course, everybody says I'm looking to make a lot of money in the least amount of time, but that is obviously, there's more to that. So it's not for everybody. I get that. But as I always tell people, the first time they buy a house, I said, or even an investment, congratulations, you are building your empire, which is true. And most people in this world own real estate. That's what they have in common, that are wealthy, own real estate. That's what they have in common of all things. So anyway, as you know, it's best to have a trusted advisor. And you can try to do this on your own. I did. And it's just like everything else. I've been a real estate agent for 22 years, but I've been an investor for way longer. That's actually how I got into the business to begin with. I thought, well, I'll just get my license, as most people do, and never expected 22 years later I'd still be here. But every time I think maybe I should do something else, someone wonderful comes along and I help them. And that someone could be you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm heading to my office fiesta. And I hope you guys have a wonderful summer. I know I am. Okay, talk to you soon, and you know where to find me, 412-657-3555.